The ingredients are pretty straightforward. We already made breadcrumbs, so let's put that aside. That's a separate video. The rest, eggs, flour, chicken, it's really going to depend on the amount of chicken cutlets that you make. So if you need more egg as you're going through it, go ahead and crack another one. If you need more flour, pour a little bit more in there. This is just a starting point that worked well with a singular package of chicken, but again, you could keep adding more as you need it. Also, the breadcrumbs, don't throw it away if you have it left over. Even if you put chicken in it, freeze that up, and then you can take that out another time and reuse those breadcrumbs if those breadcrumbs are for chicken, nothing else. If I'm wrong and that's dangerous, then I blame Mom. Lastly, the oils for frying, and if it's a little too heavy, you can do a half and half with vegetable oil and olive oil, but for these, I like olive oil. Let's take one of the chicken breasts, and we're going to slice this into 3 separate breasts. If it's a really thick one, then go for 4. Basically, you want to start to thin these up, that way they fry up really easily. Make sure you tenderize them. You could use a meat tenderizer. If you're in a pinch, you could use a heavy mug. Be careful. But yeah, go ahead and bang on these and thin them out even further. Here we have the triumvirate of breading anything. We've got our breading concoction, we've got egg, and we've got flour. We're going to do a little dance and how we get everything to stick to that chicken. Let me show you. Here are cutlets, nice and thin. I'm going to take it, stick it in the egg. There we go, one side, 2 sides. I'm going to go to the flour second. Get it in there, get both sides covered nice. Now I'm going to come back to the egg. We want to do this so that we can make sure the breadcrumb has something to stick to. So back in the egg, and now over to the breadcrumb. A little dance. Nice. Right in the breadcrumbs. Get it in there good. Get both sides. And go to your home now. Let's get these in the frying pan. So now that these are frying up, you could see that there's a little white starting to show on the edges, and that's really good. I've got these at around a medium or a 4 in terms of heat, so we don't want to kill it or anything, but once you start to see that white around the edge, start checking it. We don't want it to brown or overcook. Just like that's perfect. They're going to be light. They're still sticking to the chicken, which is great, and it's not going to be too heavy on the flavor. When these are done, you could eat them in all sorts of different ways. I like to cut lemon and just squeeze it straight on there, but Mom makes hot peppers as well that she puts on there, and they're ridiculous. And speaking of Mom, let's see what she thinks about them.
Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that. Yummy. Beautiful. Hey, congratulations, John.